Tory Lanez has been one of the hottest R&B artists in the scene ever since he dropped Love, Say It back in 2016. But it's not just his yearn for women and his toxic nature that draws people in, but it's his dark, emotional production. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I'll make that dark, emotional production, just like Tory Lanez used on his last album, Peterson, in the songs just like Nine Side and Amethyst and White Lightning. This sample is available in my latest Luke His Slow Burn. I will leave a link to that in the description down below. If you guys want to check that joint out, make sure to hit that subscribe button too. If you guys want to see more videos and samples like this one, let's get right to it.
Say you love me, but it's all a lie. Well, it's all a lie. Whoa. Say you love me, but it's all a lie. Girl, it's all a lie. I already know.
Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how this one chord switch will make your loops like way more emotional, way more like Tory Lanez emotional-esque. So this loop that we got going on is a 90 BPM and it is in D minor, but we recorded it in E minor. This first little sound that we got going on is this key sound. In Analog Lab, it is a soft piano sound and copies elements of R&B kit in Analog Lab. And I'm going to let you guys hear a little bit right now. So. Alright, I'm gonna show y'all how I made that joint. So right here we got a 1, 5, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3 chord progression. But this is the one chord that I was telling you guys about. So this one chord makes it like so much more emotional, so much more impactful, so much more soulful. Because this transition chord right here, if it weren't there, when it hit my ears, it was just a little less colorful, so to speak. I'll let you guys hear what I mean. So when I play that right here. See, it's not bad. I want to play with this chord. That shit is so much more soulful. Here, go with the vocal. See that one chord, man? Transition chords, play with it. I'm telling you, transition chords are cold. What I mean by 1, 5, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3 is just on the scale of E minor. And so the 1 is gonna be our E. And then I like to turn on this, snap to scale. And so all these white little rows are gonna be in key. So just go down one right row and another one. So this is our 7, this is our 6, this is our 5. That's what I mean. Then go down another one at our 4, and this is our 3, 4, 3. And then to make chords fast, what I do is let's say these are all the notes that were laid down. I like to hold down shift and then click, and then shift up 2. That's all I gotta do. Because all you have to do is skip one note in the scale. That's all there is to it, man. Since you're in snap to scale, every note will be in key in the scale. So, and you just do that thing again, just hold down shift and click, and then boom, 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 boom. That's all. The chords fast one-on-one. This whole progression is, the majority is minor chords to make it a little more like eerie, a little more dark vibe. I used just 7 chords mainly instead of 9 chords. And I only used 1 layer bass notes to keep this whole progression a little bit more simple. As of recent, I've been trying to keep my chord progressions a lot more simple. Another thing that I've noticed that has been working a lot is to keep my chord hits on the grid. Instead of all these rhythms are really cool to play with, but majority of these chords are hitting on the grid. Just something that I've noticed. A lot of these loops that I try to take after, they have a lot of chord hits on the grid. So that's what I'm trying to do. Another thing that I want to point out in this chord progression that never fails is this little step down pattern. So boom, boom, boom. Mine is a 1, 5, 4, but just going down like this in the scale, just walking it down, that never fails. So it's another reason why this thing is called very Tory Lanez-esque. But yeah, I added 1 transition chord at the end of every 4 bars. So, but definitely play around with transition chords. That is the sauce, man. Just 1 chord can change the whole progression. Make it that much more like soulful going into the next little part of the progression or part of the song, you know. But after that, all I did was strummed it and randomized the velocities, which again, do Control A, Alt S to strum, and then Control A and Alt R to randomize the velocities. And then for these effects sounds, piano sound, I have a hollow vintage verb, 30% mix, my effect rack. And I have a fruity parametric EQ, take out some lows, low mids, and cut out some highs. Cool, man. So the second sound we got going on, let's see, is a Chrome Hearts pad. from Kabi's Elements of R&B and Lock Lab Bank, Chrome Hearts Classic Synth Key. So basically, I'm gonna let you guys hear this joint right quick. Yeah, this sound instantly upgrades like any R&B loop off rip. One of my favorite pads. Cold, man. Really just copied and pasted, literally. Yeah, didn't even change a single note in this pattern. Yeah, just copied and pasted it. That's how easy it is. It's a beautiful pad, so then for the effects on this pad, all I did was use Valhalla Vintage Verb, set at 70% mix. Used a lot of reverb in that one. And this EQ, some R&B ass EQ, man. Kind of a lot of lows, a lot of limits, and kind of hella highs, because you gotta love R&B. Real quick, y'all, just want to remind y'all, Slow Burn Loop Kit is available in the description down below. If you want to check that joint out. This sample and 29 other ones just like it, R&B style. Perfect for that Tory Lanez late night R&B vibe, feel me? R&B vibe. So yeah, you guys want to check that out, be in the description down below. Let's get right back to the loop. So with this bass, man, I broke one bass rule and I fixed everything, man, for this one little bass. It was kind of going a little haywire, sounded a little off at first, and I'll show you guys what I mean with this bass, but all I did was I copied the bass notes of the original chord progression, and I just kept those notes, but I've just changed one thing, and I'll show you guys, but I'll play it first. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the bass sound I used, sorry. Or my minutes. Impulse Audio's Desperate Bass from his Sound Toolkit and Log Lab Bank. That was the bass that I used. As baseline. But yeah, so I just copied the root notes, man, and this note right here was up an octave, or root notes, and it just sounded a little too high. I'll show you guys what I mean with this bass sound right here. It didn't sound right. See, I like the heftiness of those next two notes, but this note just sounded a little like it wasn't supposed to be that high, you know? I don't know. So what I did, broke the rules, man, but I just inverted this down an octave, and that's that. You know, now sounds cold. Very synthy ass texture to it. I love it. But yeah, for the effects for this joint, got Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 10% mix. That EQ, taking out some lows, low mids, and cutting out some highs, cleaning up the sound. I always love doing that with the basses. So yeah, now I'll show you guys this one lead melody. Just got one really melodic melody run for this, and I love this lead sound, so I made it a whole melody for this sound. So for my melody, the sound that I use, again, we're digging into Analog Lab, and this was from Kabi's Sonic Mastery. It's her fave lead, synth lead, beautiful sound, one of my favorite sounds ever. I use the sound a lot, honestly, so made a full melody in this joint. I'll let you guys hear this melody. Hold up. Yeah, that shit is cool, bro. Really cool. So I actually just followed the vocal melody of the vocals, which I will show later. But yeah, really the only thing that I can point out here was this repeat pattern of like these two notes. So where is it? But yeah, it's like a repeat pattern. It's basically just these two notes hitting always at the same timing. So it's kind of like repeating pattern of melodies. I just love repetition. But yeah, aside from that, I just added some transition notes here. But again, really just followed the vocal melody of the vocal sample, which I will play later. Either way, cold sample. And something that I like to do, I don't really like to have my melodies in a high octave. I rarely do, so I remember I put this one down an octave just to make it fit in the mix better. So yeah, man, I'll tell you, filtered pianos are back, telling you, and they cut through the mix like no other. So I'll show you guys what I mean. I added a little filtered piano to this joint. This shit is cold. I just added hella effects to muzzle the piano. But here, I'll show you guys what I mean. Cold as hell. So first, I'll start by showing you guys what I use for that piano. And I'll show you guys the melody effects, but first preset is Desmort, the MPC60 preset. Then I got a cut at 2.7 thousand. Pretty reverb 2 with 25% mix. EQ, turn down some lows, low mids, and turn down some highs. Regular EQ to boost to level. Those effects were on top of my old piano with those effects as well on top of it. And then for this little melody right here, we did delay 3, just turn the time knob all the way down, level and dry knob, and messing with the cutoff creates like a low pass filter. So it's basically what I use that for. Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 50%, and pretty EQ, turn out hella lows, got some low mids, and yeah, cutting out hella highs. Yeah, you got the R&B. So for this last section, man, I'm sorry, last part, I'm gonna show you all the vocals that I use. Vocal is cold as hell, man. It is a Gabe Lucas vocal, so shout out to Gabe, man, he's cold with the vocals. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys hear it, and I'll show you guys what I did.
Say you love me, but it's all a lie. Girl, it's all a lie. Oh, say you love me, but it's all a lie. Girl, it's all a lie. I already know.
Yup, cold. So after that, I just pitched it up an octave. Yep, and then I added a drowned out version of the vocal. Yes, sir. So I'm gonna show you guys the effects that I use on that joint. So the first original vocal got RC20 magnitude transition 2 preset. I have the Decimor, same MPC60 preset. Oh, MPC60 preset, sorry. They got a cut at a 18400 hertz. They got a Valhalla Vintage Verb, 34% mix. They have your waves H delay set at half a bar, ping pong mode turned on. That is set at 50% my effect rack. You got a little EQ, taking out some lows, taking out some low mids and rolling off the highs. Then I bounced all that to audio, keeping the effects on it. And for my pitched up vocal, I added on top of all those effects, same Decimor MPC60 preset. Gotcha. Then I got the Valhalla Vintage Verb, 20% mix. I have pretty much an EQ, taking out some lows, low mids, and rolling off some highs. Then for my drowned out vocal, I had the original vocal with all those effects on it. And on top of that, added that same Decimor MPC60 preset. Then I got a cut at 3500 hertz on that. Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 30%. Waves H delay set at half a bar, ping pong mode turned on. And that one set at 100% in my effect rack. Shaper box. And with Shaper box, what we're doing here is we're doing the volume. That's with the sidechain. I got sidechain 1 turned on, sidechain 1 turned on, and I didn't even touch it after that. Then I got a little EQ, taking out some lows, taking out some low mids, rolling off some highs. So EQ is just for leveling. But yeah, that's really all there is to it. I'm gonna let you guys hear this final product real fast. You feel me? Let me know what y'all think of it.
Say you love me, but it's all a lie. Girl, it's all a lie.
Appreciate y'all rocking me in this video. Again, if you want that loop, sample, loop kit, it'll be available in the description down below. Slow burn. If you guys want to check that joint out, the loop kit. And make sure to hit that subscribe button too for plenty more videos like this one, plenty more sample breakdowns just like this one. Appreciate y'all rocking me in this video. I'll see y'all in the next one.